Vice President Kamala Harris is the first woman vice president, the first black vice president, the first Asian vice president, but she's not the first vice president of color. That's Charles Curtis, the vice president under Herbert Hoover. For whatever reason, Curtis isn't really a household name, perhaps because he was part of a pretty pitiful presidency. When the Great Depression hit in 1929, Hoover's mishandled management sent approval ratings spiraling, and it's said that Curtis, who went into the White House as one of the friendliest people in politics, exited the White House as a bitter old man. But his life seemed cool before that, so let's talk about that. He was born in 1860 in what would soon become Kansas. His father's ancestors were from the British Isles, while his mother was French and Native American. Her family was part of the Kaw tribe. Sadly, his mother died when he was 3, and around the same time his father went to fight in the Civil War and got court-martialed and sent to prison for unlawfully executing military prisoners, so Charles spent some of his early years with his maternal grandparents on the Kaw reservation. His life there seems like it was pretty cool. He shot arrows, rode horses, and even witnessed intertribal warfare. Probably because of all of the above, Curtis's grandmother convinced him to get an education outside the reservation, so he moved in with his other grandparents and started attending school. Curtis later said that this was the turning point in his life. No man or boy ever received better advice, he said. So young Curtis eventually started studying law, passed the bar at age 21, became county attorney at age 24, was elected to the House of Representatives at age 33, and joined the Senate at age 47. He served as the Republican whip and the Senate Majority Leader during that time, too. As a politician, he was nicknamed the Great Reconciler for his ability to collaborate and get legislation passed. He also had a knack for remembering people. He constantly studied flashcards with info about pretty much everyone he ever met, and he could wow potential voters by recalling past conversations with them. This made him a pretty popular politician, so in 1928 he decided to run for president. He lambasted the frontrunner Herbert Hoover on the campaign trail, calling him Sir Herbert due to Hoover's frequent work and residence in London. Hoover got the nomination though, and as a popular candidate from a farm state, Curtis was selected to balance the ticket. Despite the awkwardness, they won in a landslide victory. And the inauguration was awesome. A Native American jazz band played, and Curtis decorated his office with Native American relics. And then the Great Depression happened, and Hoover still hated Curtis, so he pretty much didn't talk to him for 4 years. And then, in the next election, Franklin D. Roosevelt reverse landslided them with a whopping 472 electoral votes. Curtis, seemingly burnt out from politics, went back to practicing law, but passed away from a heart attack just 3 years after leaving office at the age of 76.